Hi everybody, Coach Doug O here. I am ready to do another cooking demonstration for you, my fellow friends. Today, it might not be the healthiest of options, but we are going to go with it anyways because that's what my kids eat. And I know for a fact I have a lot of people out there, whether it's kids or yourself, that might be a little picky. But we are going to do what we can, right? So today is going to be a beef and tater bake. Now, like I said, it might not be 100% healthy, but guess what? We are going to add in some broccoli, which is very healthy. We also have a tomato, and I also want to emphasize today portions. Okay? I know for a fact, everybody, we're not going to eat perfect every single time. Okay? However, I do want to reemphasize portion control in moderation. Okay? If we can get some foods, okay, some quality foods that we can bring with us to work, okay, or have the kids eat when we're on, a very tight schedule, okay, this is going to work out just fine. So remember, you don't have to be perfect. And when you're not perfect, like if you can't get in your broccoli, or if you're not going to put in your broccoli or tomatoes, okay, just remember portion control. And fill your plate with fruits and veggies, okay? If it's carrots, if it's broccoli, if it's cauliflower, if it's fruits, fill in the sides of your plate around your main dish with healthier options that are low calorie. That'll make up for it, other than just having the double cheeseburger, fries, and a large soda. So, even though this might not be the most healthiest of cooking demonstrations for you today, I want this to be a reminder that you can add in healthy options, or you can add in healthy options on the side of your plate. If you do everything in portion control, folks, you're going to be just fine. All right, well, let's get back to the demonstration, shall we? All right, so beef and tater bake. Total prep time today should be about 10 minutes. Bake time about 35. So what we're going to do is this. After we get everything kind of prepped up for you, I will pause the video and I will show you the after of the potato or the beef and tater bake. Okay. This right here is going to serve 8 individuals, so it's perfect for my family. Everybody gets one serving. All right. If you do have a smaller family, or if this is just for yourself, hey, just remember, if you cook it, you can save it, you can freeze it, you have other options for later in the week. Your ingredients today is going to be 4 cups of tater tots. I already have that marked out there. We need 1 pound of lean ground beef. There is different types of ground beef out there in regards to lean. You get to pick, folks. If you want to pay the little bit extra, I think it's worth it. We also are going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Got that ready for us here today. We're also going to need a little bit of pepper, 1/8. We also need 1 can of condensed cream of broccoli soup. Got that ready to go. If you don't have certain items, or if you want to exchange things, just a reminder, put what you need in there. All right? We also need a 1/3 cup of milk. I got that over here ready to go. We also need 1 package or 16 ounces of broccoli thawed. I already have that taken care of for us. We also need 1 can of French fried onions. So we got our French fried onions here, and I already have my cup for that. As much as you can do ahead of time, the easier it's going to be. Okay, but that's going to be 1 can or 2.8 ounces of the French fried onions. You're also going to need 1 cup shredded Monterey Jack cheese or Colby. I already have that kind of already started shredding. You can just buy it that way, folks, too. Okay, you can always make it an easier an option by just buying it already cut. And then we're going to need 1 tomato chopped, so we will do that all together. Reminder, if I go too fast or if I go too slow, pause your video, okay? Pause it, Come back and join me when you're ready. First thing we're going to do for directions now. Let's go preheat the oven to 400. All right. We are also going to need to turn on a medium skillet, okay, to medium heat. So let's go do that, and then we'll make sure we have all our other items that we need for today. So preheat the oven to 400 and get that skillet set for medium for on the stovetop. Okay. All right, got the skillet ready to go. Bake 400. All right, ready to go rock and roll with that. All right, so earlier I mentioned what other things we need. Well, you need a shredder if you don't have shredded cheese already in a bag. You're going to need a knife to chop up your tomato. Make sure your tomato is already washed, which it is. Make sure you have a cutting board. Now, I actually have 2 containers for when we actually bake in our oven, just in case our sizes is not quite lined up. Otherwise, you're also going to need a spot to mix all the ingredients, the broccoli, the soup, the onions, and our sauces and our milk. You're also going to need a strainer, okay, for when we get the meat done. We want to make sure to get rid of that excess grease. And then we also need, other than that skillet that is over there by the stovetop ready, a 13 by 9 cooking sheet. Okay? So, go grab those items. Pause the video if you need to. Hey, you're back. Perfect. Excellent. I love it. I love the smile too. Keep smiling. All right, so first things first. We got the oven preset to 400. What we're going to do now is we're going to spread our tater tots, okay, our 4 cups, evenly throughout an ungreased 13 by 9 baking dish. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I actually am just going to put it on the 13 by 9 cooking sheet. Because I don't have, okay, the right sizes, I actually have just a cooking sheet, and I'm going to come back later with that. So let's go put that in there in the oven. We're going to cook that for 10 minutes. Okay? So let's put that in there. All right. Timer. Well, my clock says 10 minutes from right now. Okay? So, got our tater tots started. Meanwhile, in a large skillet, we are going to cook over medium heat. Okay, so it should be about 400 or 500 heat here. Our meat for about 5 to 7 minutes, roughly, or until the meat is a little bit no longer pink. Okay, so make sure your hands are washed. You're going to make sure. Oh, you also need a ladle or a wooden spoon, something to make sure that you can stir that meat around, make sure that it's fully cooked. All right. All right, so got our meat. Folks, what I want to do is to move this so you can see me, number 1. But, number 2, when you're cooking your meat, make sure you spread it out evenly. That's going to help it cook a little faster for you. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see me way over here, but you are going to notice that I am just kind of spreading the meat out. So it cooks a little evenly. And you kind of want to make it into almost like a crumble. Okay? All righty. So, we're going to come back and check on that every once in a few minutes here. Just make sure that we get that nice and taken care of. Meanwhile, okay? Meanwhile, what I want you to do, okay? Now I just got an extra bowl, okay? We're going to take our seasonings and our soup and our milk and broccoli. We're going to mix that all together and our cheese so that we are ready for the potatoes when that is done. Okay? So, if you haven't done so already, crumble up your cheese in regards to shred it. You want roughly about 3/4 cup. Make sure you got that. You got that ready to go. I already got my broccoli thawed. I'm just going to dump that right into there. So we're going to put the meat in here. We're going to put the broccoli in here and all our other ingredients. Okay? All righty. I'm going to dice up that tomato. Okay. When we're dicing, I normally take the top part off. We don't want to have that little bit of ick, I call it, on top of there. So what we're going to do, make those into nice small pieces. That way your kids won't notice it. They'll say, what is that? And you'll just say nothing. Oh, nothing. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about the little tomatoes there. But dice them nice and small. If you know for a fact that your kids won't eat them, make them even smaller. Let's put that in there. Okay, we got half of it done. I am keeping an eye on my meat back behind me. I'm going to give it a stir here after I get done with this tomato, okay? All right, so dice it up nice and small. Oh, looking good so far, everybody. Looking good. Let's put that into our mix. So we have our broccoli and our tomatoes in there. Let's go take a look at our meat. Make sure that we get that pink all gone. Once again, roughly 5 to 7 minutes. If it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit longer, okay? Totally fine. Keep mixing it up. Okay, okay, okay. Probably about another 3 to 4 minutes for mine right there, okay? Meanwhile, let's get back over here. Let's put in our broccoli we got in there. We got our tomatoes in there. Let's put in our, next we're going to put in our broccoli. Okay, our broccoli cream of something here. Okay, mix that all in. Okay, give that a stir. Mix that up. Looking good, looking good, looking good. So mix that up nice and good with your spoon there. If you don't got one, go get one. Once again, pause the video if you need to, if I'm going too fast. Okay, put that off to the side. Next, we got our garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, little flavor there. You can either measure it out or dump it in. Next, black pepper. If you want a little bit more, grab a little bit more. But we got seasonings. We got our soup, broccoli. Okay. We got our milk. Milk is going to be, let's see here, 1/3 cup. Not much. Give that a mix. Give that a mix. Once again, not much there. Basically just enough to make sure everything's blended. Looking good, looking good. All right, so seasonings, soup, milk, broccoli, 3/4 cup onions, okay? And the tomato, the cheese, and also our fried onions. So let's put that there on top. And cheese. Make sure you mix that up nice and good. Let's go check our meat. Okay? Get rid of all that pink right here. Now, with cooking and stuff like that, you want to make sure you get rid of the pink. Okay? We also want to make sure we get rid of the grease. Okay? Make sure you crumble up that meat into very small pieces. So if you got a nice scoop when you're serving your servings, everybody gets a little bit of a taste. Okay? All right. Pretty much got almost all of the pink out of our meat. I am just going to give it another, let's give it 1 more minute. Okay. So as we are finishing up with that, get your strainer. Okay. We are going to make sure you drain out all that excess grease, stuff we don't need. Okay? Your meat should be done by now. So, turn off. Always make sure you turn off your appliances, folks. Okay? No fires. So let's strain our meat. Okay. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Okay, strain it. Come back over. Let's dump that meat into our mix with our seasonings and our broccoli. Okay, put that over to the side for a little bit. All right, let's mix this up here. All right, right now we have about 2 more minutes, okay, for our tater tots to be working here. Now, as we are mixing this all together, okay, if you do want to add a little bit extra cheese, or if you want to add a little bit extra fried onions on top, it's going to make it look a lot better for your final presentation. So I do have a little bit extra of that fried onion and a little bit of cheese I'm going to add on the top as it's cooking on the top for the bake. Okay, so we got it all mixed up. Now, for those tater tots, make sure you got yourself a nice oven mitt. This is all mixed together, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do different things a different way, that's totally fine too. But right now, I have a great rainbow of colors. I got green, I got yellow, I got brown, I got red. I got a little bit of everything in there. I love it. I love it. Okay, so tater tots. All right, let's get those out. Okay. Now, tater tots are looking pretty good. I am actually going to put this down onto here and then tater tots on top. It's going to look really nice. All right, but I'm going to give those, because I like mine a little extra crispy. You can leave yours out if you want to. Everybody's different, folks. Everyone's got their own choices. All right, well, grab yourself your cooking pan. And let's mix that all into our dish here. Oh, perfect. Everything's going to fit into one full pan here. I love to see that. Mix it out evenly. Mix it out evenly. Looking good. Make sure we get all that good stuff out of here. Out of the bowl. We don't waste. We don't waste in our family here at the O'Laughlin household. Okay? No wasting food. Okay? All right. So that is done. Okay? I'm going to grab those tater tots now. All right. Whether I like it or not, here goes. So here's our 13 by 9 sheet. And we're slowly going to just dump those tater tots right on top. Let's spread those tater tots out all over onto our thing. Looks like I got just a little bit more than 4 cups. I'm going to have to burn that off. I'm going to have to burn off those carbs, okay? In a few moments, I'm going to kind of go over the nutrition facts for you. Okay? But let's take a look here first. Looking pretty good. And once again, I like a little extra cheese, just a little bit of looks on top here, just a little bit. Once again, if you already got the pre-bought shredded cheese, just dump that right on top of there. Okay, just a little bit. Very good. That way it looks nice down on top. I'm just going to add a little bit more of those onions. Okay, just a little bit. Will it mess with the nutritional facts? Yeah, a little bit. But remember, that's okay because we're talking about portion control today and moderation today. Not everything has to be perfect, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect every day, but we have to be mindful every day, okay? When I say mindful, what I want you to do is this. Think about, okay, how many calories are in this? How many servings should I have of this? If we do the math, it'll work out in your favor. Whether you're trying to maintain weight, whether you're trying to lose weight, okay? Whether you're trying to lower your cholesterol, okay? You just have to be aware more often than not and be disciplined to stop at one serving, or a couple slices of pizza versus 6, or to have one adult beverage versus 5 or 7. Whatever it may be. Maybe ice cream, whatever our sweet tooth is, whatever our vice is, be mindful, folks. Okay, real quick, what we're going to do to remain things out here, to finish things out here, we are going to, all right, put in for 20 more minutes, okay, into that oven, that 400, okay, cover it. It'll stay nice and warm on the inside, okay, and then we'll have it nice and baked, and we'll be all set. So, if you want to cover it, aluminum foil, I'm just going to put it in like so, because that's what I do. All right, back in the oven she goes. Now, I'm going to set my timer. Okay, timer, 20 minutes, start. Now let's talk for a couple minutes. I'll pause the video, and then we'll see our end product. All right, overall, a little bit extra prep time, okay, than the 10 minutes that I gave. Guess what? This isn't really that hard to follow, folks. All I did was basically wash some items. I thawed out my broccoli. I cut my tomato. I opened a can for my soup. I had the milk ready to go. Okay. Broccoli was, once again, thawed out, ready to go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Basically the meat, cooking the meat, that wasn't so hard, was it? You can do this. Yes. So that wasn't so bad. Now we just let it bake. Hey, now is when you can go back, and look at social media. Now for the next 20 minutes, you know what? Maybe we clean our dishes, or maybe we do some homework with our kids, or maybe we take a little time for ourselves. Do what you got to do. All right? Enjoy that 20 minutes. But before I let you go, and then I just want to go over the nutritional facts. Once again, all right, when we do this, one serving is going to be basically one piece, okay? So you break it into 8s. So if you have your pan here, break it into 8s, okay? That is going to be your serving size. So one piece, okay, or 1/8 is going to be 400 calories, which really isn't that bad if you think about it, assuming that you're going to do some fruits and some veggies on your sides, which is about 100 calories per serving of your fruit or veggies. We have 9 grams of saturated fat, which is up there a little bit, okay? But, once again, we're talking about moderation. We do have 29 grams of carbohydrates. We do have 3 grams of sugars. We do have 4 grams of fiber. That's a helper, okay? That's a helper. And then, last but not least, we have 17 grams of protein. That's what I'm talking about. The protein is going to keep you full longer, so hopefully we don't have to go back into the fridge, okay, or the cabinet later on at night for our snacks, okay? Use the protein to keep yourself full. Carbs are energy, so don't always think carbs are bad. However, if you are doing a lower carb, not necessarily keto, once again, you can budget. You can budget those carbs into this meal. It's all about math, folks. Awareness is key. Cooking, prepping food is key. I guarantee you, you are not going to, even if you have 2 pieces of this, 800 calories is still going to be lower calories than your double cheeseburger, fries, and large soda. Even if you skip the soda, it's still going to be darn close, okay, or less than eating out, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, quick reminders. Moderation, portion control, fill that plate with your fruits and veggies, okay? Do the math, and last but not least, prepare and do what you can. All right, we're going to let that cook. I will show you the final product in about 20 minutes or less. Hang in there, folks. Right now, go do something special for you. I'll see you soon. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hey, that was a quick 20 minutes, right? Well, hey, our tater, bake, and beef is now complete. We got it out of the oven. It looks delicious. We have nice crispy fried onions on top, tater tots that are crispy on top. We got our protein, we got our carbs, we got our veggies. Ladies and gentlemen, looks pretty good. I might have grabbed a couple extra tater tots. No big deal. Don't tell the kids. But no, I love the color. Okay, I love the taste. Delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, one more bite. It's that good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Once again, I'm Coach Doug O'Laughlin, doing your cooking demonstration to let you know moderation, portion control are key, but you trying and prepping your own food really is number one when it comes to your health. We can make it quick, we can make it easy, or guess what? We just got to make the time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy.